What's up? My name is Caroline of Habitsinprogress.com, and in this video I'll show you how to create an editable PDF in Canva. As a coach or content creator, you probably need tons of PDFs, be it for your freebies or for your clients. However, creating a freebie is one thing, but how do you make it editable so that the person that downloads your freebie so that they can edit it? That's the really important part. So stick around till the end because we're gonna dive into all the steps and all the details. But before we get started, if you feel overwhelmed by all the content that you should create and you're always behind and you feel like you're more reactive instead of proactive, then I've got something for you. I've created a free content calendar template for 2021 that you can customize for your needs. So it has columns for each platform and you can choose which ones that you need to upload to, and then you can plan all your content in advance, and that's how I managed to finally upload content consistently. So link is in the description. Get that download now and get organized today. Okay, so now I'll take you into my computer so that I can take you along and show you all the steps. Okay, so first of all, you have to go to canva.com and then create a new account. So you can start with the free account. There's a free version and then there's the paid version, and you can totally start with the free account. Basically everything we do today you can totally do with the free account. I'm currently on the paid account, and I think the only main benefit that it has for me is that I get a ton of free stock photos, and so Canva only costs me $10 per month, but just create a free account and start with that. That's fine. Okay, so once you're logged in, this is your home page, and so what we're mainly working in is all your designs here on the left. And that's just so you can see a bit from my other website, from dogpacker.com, and that's actually what I'm gonna work on today as well. So I have to create a new freebie for a dog packer, so that's what I'll do in this video. I'll just take you along. So to create a new PDF, you go on the top right corner and click create a design, and then you can choose the format. So in your case, it will probably most often be US letter document or A4. For this example, I'll choose US letter document. All right, and so this opens the empty PDF where you can start working with. So because I've already created a bunch of freebies and PDFs, the easiest way is to actually copy an existing design and then adapt it or change it for your new freebie or your new PDF. So once you've created a few, you can do the same thing. So I'll just get my goal setting freebie, which is for Habits in Progress, but I'll use a similar design for dog packers, so we can create that. So I'll choose make a copy. So as you can see, it already has a few like main brand design elements that I like to keep. So I like to have this bar on the left, then a line down here under which I have my brand name. So I'll just show you quickly how to recreate that in a blank document. In fact, there are a bunch of templates, as you can see on the left here. So if you have no idea how to get started, you can totally try and get one of these templates. But for me, I've never really found anything that I found really appealing. So I just started from scratch pretty much. So that's what I'll show you here. Okay, so first the bar on the left. So you're gonna pick one of these elements. It's like a square. And then you're going to just drag it on here and make it the size you want. So I want to have it really narrow, and then change it to the color. Or what I also like to do is I like to have the same colors. So I'll just go in here, new color, copy. Actually, I'm not sure if that's only on the paid account. That might be possible. And so if you're on the paid account, then you can just paste it in here, and then you have the same color. Okay, now for the line down here, we're gonna pick a line here, very simple. And then again, you're gonna drag it to down here, pull it. All right, and you have your line, perfect. Next up, we want to have our brand name down here, our website name. So for that, you go into text and choose add a heading. And then in my case, that would be dogpacker.com. So we'll drag that down here, and then I'd like to have that in a remo. Okay, so that's like the basic structure for my freebies. So it looks really similar to that. Now another thing is the background image. So to have a background image, go into Photos. And then I'll just take one that I've used recently just for simplicity. Then drag it on here. If you drag it onto your design, then it automatically takes up the full design, which is what I want in this case. Let go, and then you can, with a double click, you can adjust it so that it's nice and centered. That's great. So this is way too bright, and I would like to have it a bit more transparent and a bit more low-key. So on the top right, you have transparency, and we're just gonna pull that down until it's just barely visible. So now this is the first page of my freebie, so I want to have a title in there. You want to add a text field, so same thing, add a heading. So what I would want to have like a main headline and then like a sub headline to say more what it's about. So to do that, you can just copy and paste this text and then just write something else like, okay, now this one I'd like to have an anthem because I'd like to have it like big and fat. Now let's just make that a bit bigger. So this one I'll have in a remo because I want it a bit softer. So it's more like an explanatory part. And we'll just drag it in the middle. So what you can also do is if you want to choose several parts at once, then you can just drag over both of them, and then you can drag and drop them where you want them. Okay, all right, so we've got the first page. Now let's move on to the second page where you would actually have the form that you would then later customize that people can fill the forms. To do that, just copy this page. So it's actually called duplicate on the top right, click duplicate page. And so what that does is it recreates the exact same page. So all these basic elements stay the same, so you don't have to change anything anymore. So let's get rid of that, and then let's just make that much smaller. It just has a title. Put that on top. Okay, and so the background image is still a bit too visible, so I'll go really down with the transparency. And now you have two options to create the forms. I'll show you the first, which I usually use. And that is to just create a bunch of lines and to create like a grid. So what you can do is, or what I like to do is to change the color to like fit with my brand colors. So let's just say I'd like to have it in this soft beige color. So what you can do again is to copy and paste that instead of having to change the color every time. So let's just do copy paste, that's it. Then we'll move that down here. Same. Now you just have to paste it. So now let's add the vertical one. So you can just copy paste and then turn that by 90 degrees. And now you can move it to the sides. Perfect. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. 90 degrees and move it to the side. Okay, so now that's like a really basic grid. I would obviously still customize that, but just to show you how it works, we'll leave it like that for the moment. Now you're ready to download this as a PDF. So you've created your design or your worksheet in here. Now let's download it as a PDF, and then I'll show you how to create the editable parts in it. Okay, so just go on this arrow field and then click File Type, PDF Standard. Select 2 pages, that's fine, and then just click Download. So now it's downloading onto my desktop. And now to make it customizable, go onto PdfEscape.com. And that's a really simple and free tool that you can use, and you don't even have to create an account. It's really awesome. So all you have to do is to choose a file or drop it in here. So I'll just choose that file. So once you've uploaded in here, it's loading in here, and so we'll go to that part that we want to make editable or fillable. And what you'll do is, so you have that choice on the left side and you choose form field, text is fine, choose select, and now you can just like drag a field here, in here where people should be able to fill it in, let go, that's it. Next one, same thing. So we'll just do that for each part here. You don't want to have just one field, because then people would just write over the whole page. That wouldn't make much sense. So we're just gonna take one field per pre-created field. Okay, so that's what it looks like right now. Don't worry, that's not gonna stay like that. So right now you can download it. So on the left side, save and download PDF. Cool, so it has downloaded it for me. And now, as you can see, you can click all of these and you can type something in. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple and straightforward. So creating something in Canva might take a bit of practice, trial and error. It took me a while to figure it all out, but once you've created a couple of worksheets or templates, then you can just recreate them, copy them, and that will be really easy. And also you can use the PdfEscape tool for anything where you want to have a section that people can customize. So you could theoretically just have one part in your PDF where you decide people should be able to write something in there, and then you can just do that in PdfEscape. So it's a really cool, really amazing tool, and it's awesome that it's for free, so I highly recommend using that. Now again, if you haven't already, make sure to download my free content calendar template for 2021. Because this will help you be on top of your game with all your content. So you can also plan creating your freebies in there, and you can plan it all out and have it all laid out in front of you. If you like this video, hit that like button down below, share it with your friends, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!